Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Thursday. It's the second day of February 2023. I hope you're safe and healthy today, and that your family is also safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders trying every day to save lives, and those also that pick up garbage for us to keep streets and sidewalks, parks clean, and those also that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and the children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. The victims also of pornography and child pornography. The victims of prostitution and child prostitution, human trafficking and sex slavery. Double curses upon the perpetrators. Double curses on the profiteers. Double curses on the perverts who create this heinous industry. Finally, blessings upon the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, and children living in the streets of the United States and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. Scheduled basketball game tonight. The New York Knicks are going to be taking on the Miami Heat. The Knicks are actually, this is a critical game. Again, this is the part of the season when all the games are critical. And so the Knicks are going to definitely need a win today. Overall, the Knicks have struggled since losing Mitchell Robinson. They've been struggling defensively. I find like it's a waste of time and energy to complain about offense or how outdated Thibodeau's offense or how boring it is. They're scoring points. So the problem is not offensive. I mean, they could tweak things, but scoring 120 points, 123 points, that's not an issue in the NBA. Okay? Defense is the issue. And since missing Mitchell Robinson, I know Sims has tried his best. Hartenstein has tried their best. They have not been able to come up to the defensive excellence that the Knicks had when Mitchell Robinson was on the floor. So I don't know how much longer he's going to be out, but this is going to create an issue, or it has already created an issue. In the last 6 losses the Knicks have had, they've scored 121 points, 105, 124 points, 116, 115, and 123. So it's not the offense. There is no issue with the offense. The problem offensively that creates problem on the defense is that when Jalen Brunson uses most of the clock to dribble, even if he scores a basket, the rest of the defense doesn't have to work that hard. Some of y'all still don't get that. If he comes down and he's dribbling the ball and he scores, even if he uses 24 seconds of the clock and he scores, and he does that, the defense doesn't have to work that hard because they got one guy guarding, maybe another guy shading them. Everybody else has to play off. Okay? So they'll have more energy at the end of the game. Okay? You want to make the defense work. That is the point here. Many of you guys getting caught up with Quentin Grimes' mission shot. This ain't high school. This ain't the Park and Rec League. This is the NBA. Okay? Quentin Grimes is a long-term piece at the 2 spot. All right? So missing shots ain't a reason for somebody to hog the ball. I'm sorry. No. The ball needs to move. On any fundamentally sound team, the ball needs to move. Okay? And that helps defensively because it at least makes the defense work a little bit. Having to collapse on Brunson is not a big issue because he didn't spray the ball out that often. Okay? So I'm glad he scores. He's not going to change that. That's his game. He's a score-first guard. Okay. But even score-first guards understand the ball has to move. So he has to move the ball even for the simple fact of making the defense work. Even if at the end of that ball movement he still takes a shot, that's no problem. But the ball has to move, make the defense work. It would be nice if he did let some other people shoot too, but that's another thing. As far as Quentin Grimes not shooting, some of y'all are so short-sighted. The kid is 22. Let him grow. See, and this is the thing overall that I find of a segment of Knicks Nation. There is no desire to allow development. Zero. And because of the lack of desire to go through the pain, because that's what it is, painful to watch development. But at the end of the day, you'll have a Jaylen Brown or a Jason Tatum. At the end of the day, you'll have an Eastern Conference final threat. But you have to go through this pain. This is part of it. When you're dealing with 22 and 23-year-old players, that's part of the process. Okay? This is year 3. They're not even completed year 3 yet. When people calling for Tibbs' job, it's just, I can't even fathom it, because you step back for a second, instead of being so hateful, you step back and you see the guys, this is his third year, halfway through his third year. And we're right now on 7th seed. And the Knicks are on the verge of 2 playoff appearances in 3 seasons. And we're rebuilding. We're in year 3. This ain't the championship window. The Bucks are in the championship window. They have to win now. They got Giannis in his prime. They got Jrue Holiday in his prime. They got Middleton in his prime. They're win now, right? So any moves they make are going to be different from what the Knicks make. We're not in win now mode. We're not in, the championship window isn't open. Some of y'all don't get that. So when you see teams make mistakes, and listen, the easiest position to play, which a lot of y'all like to play, is Monday morning quarterback. That's the easiest position to play. But the Knicks need to win today, because they're in the hunt for the 6th seed, and the team directly in front of them is the Miami Heat. It would have been nice to be tied right now and be able to take over the 6th seed, but the best they could do is pick up a game, which is big time right now. So they could pick up a game by beating the Heat tonight. This is going to be a little bit tough, because Sims had a problem with Davis. And the reason Sims had a problem with Davis is Davis can shoot. Anthony Davis can shoot. And Sims was trying to stop him from driving to the hole. And so he was getting crushed on these mid-range jump shots from Davis. And then when Davis would fake the mid-range jump shot and go to the hole, Sims would foul him. It's an experience for Sims. It's not like Sims is always going to be vulnerable like that, but he is right now. Again, he's in his 2nd season. See? So tonight he's dealing with another guy like that in Bam Adebayo. Now, Bam is very active, and he can shoot a little bit. He can't shoot the way Anthony Davis can shoot, but he can go the hole hard. He can handle a rock. And, of course, he rebounds, and he is an elite defender. So that's going to be a challenge for Jericho. I like it. This is part of his growth process. That's going to be the biggest issue right now to me with Miami. Because, actually, aside from that, the Knicks match up very well with Miami. Victor Oladipo is not playing tonight, because he would be an issue to me for Brunson. They would put Victor on Brunson. I've been noticing teams like to put height on Brunson. Because Brunson's not that athletic. His footwork is par excellence. But he's not that athletic. If you can get an athletic guy on him with some height, you have a chance of stopping him. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Kyle Lowry's a really good defender. Been that way his whole career. But he's old. Okay? He's not going to be able to keep up with Brunson. Okay? I think Brunson would dominate Kyle Lowry. And so that is in our favor. I like the matchup of Grimes and Hero. Hero's tough. Very tough. But Grimes is too. So I like that matchup. And I also like the Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin's a tough dude. Also, him and his twin brother. But I like RJ's chances there. The Jimmy Butler, they're playing Jimmy Butler at the 4. The Jimmy Butler, Julius is going to be a problem. It could be, because Julius has trouble with smaller, quicker players. He does. He just has trouble with small guys that are big and strong like him, or more brutish. He can dominate. But somebody like a Jimmy Butler now. And Jimmy Butler's tough defensively. So that's going to be another problem area for the Knicks. The Bam, Jericho area, and the Julius, Jimmy Butler area is going to be interesting. So Jimmy Butler can guard Julius. Jimmy Butler can guard 4 positions. So this is going to be a tough matchup in that regard. But other than that, I feel good because, Brunson's going to take most of the shots. Okay, that's fine. But I do want the ball to move. But Brunson's going to take most of the shots. I feel good against him going against Kyle Lowry. I do feel good about that. Tyler Hero could be a joker, a wild card. Let me say wild card, not joker. He can be a wild card because he can shoot the rock. But I do feel good again about Grimes being on him. And I do feel good if we have to put IQ on him. I feel good in both of those areas. And Tyler Hero can't guard either of those guys. Okay, so, and he can play good defense, but I'm very confident IQ will do this boy up. So, I think we got a good shot tonight. The negative is that we're playing in Madison Square Garden. The Knicks are really bad in Madison Square Garden. So, that's the negative. They're playing in Madison Square Garden. All right. It's weird saying that, but it is what it is. They're playing in Madison Square Garden, and it is a disadvantage. It'd be better for New York to be playing in Miami. Not only that, it's Miami, it's away, and we have a lot of Knicks fans there. But you're playing in Madison Square Garden. So it is what it is. They're 12-14 at home. This game is a toss-up. Either team could win this game. It's very close, very close. So, of course, we're pulling for the Knicks to win. And then, of course, Mobb Deep is going to be very important. Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly, very important to what we do today. Hartenstein, very important to what we do. Deuce McBride, all of those guys are going to be very important. Deuce is going to come into play also with that wing defense on Tyler Hero if they need that. So this is going to be a good game. Always is. Miami, New York has been a tough matchup since Pat Riley got there. It's not the same now in terms of that animosity, but it's going to be a tough fight today at Madison Square Garden. I can tell you that right now. So the Knicks can win this game. Let's hope they pull this out. We need this win to go 3 games above 500 and pull within a game of Miami in the race for the 6th spot. So let's go. Enjoy your Thursday. Let's enjoy Thursday night. Let's go with the same thing we talked about Sunday. No, I'm not even going to do that because I don't want to jinx it. So we'll see what happens later. But anyway, let's hope the Knicks win. Shalom.